Hello, Nob Hill fourth graders. How's everyone doing? It's Miss Miller. I wanted to do something for our lessons that we do in our school. So caterpillar and butterfly are something that we do on our own. Other teachers do other rhythm activities, but not quite the same as the way we do it. So I wanted to do our stuff. So what I did is I went to school and I took some pictures of my classroom and I got a picture of the caterpillar and of the butterfly. So I put that picture of the butterfly right next to this video, and I wanted to introduce the last card that we did together and the new card. Now there is a possibility you haven't seen this one, or maybe you just don't remember, but this is about where we were when we ended together. So I want to go through it just like we would in class. So go ahead and let's do the butterfly together, okay? So remember, on our cards, we can only have 4 counts. That's as high as we can go on these particular cards. So 4 should be the biggest number you ever think about. And we're starting off actually with a quarter rest, right? So think about it. How long is a quarter rest? Show your family if there's someone in the house, or you can just show your computer. I'll pretend I'm watching. All right, so a quarter rest gets 1 count, but it's a quiet count, right? So it has to be quiet. And look, we're starting on a quiet. Oh, sometimes that complicates it, but that'll make it more fun today. Then we have a dotted half note, and we got this about February when we were in school. So we haven't had this note for too long, okay? Just before I even say anything or give you any hints, see if you can think of how long a dotted half note is. Think about it. A dotted half note is worth 3. Is that what you were thinking? So remember, the thinking behind that is without the dot, that's a half note, and that's worth 2. Okay, and then the dot adds on half of that note. So if you take half of 2, that's 1, and you put it together, that makes a 3 count note. Okay, and that's the math behind what those dots do to notes. So this one is worth 3. So what I want to do now is write some counts up there, just like we would in class. And I want you to tell your computer, pretend I'm listening, pretend I can hear you. Tell me what numbers to put up here, okay? So first we're starting on a rest, so I need something besides a number. Yeah, I need an R. So I'm going to write an R first. And that's just to remind us that we are starting on a rest. And because it's the first thing that happens in the measure, it's going to get count number 1. Okay. Then I need to do something different for this one. It's starting on count 2, but we can't just stop there. We have 2 more counts to fit in. So I'm going to put those in parentheses. Remember that? Okay. And that's to remind us that that note does carry out all the way to 4, but we can't make any extra sounds with our hands, right? When we clap, it only makes 1 short sound. So we can't make it last longer. However, if you were to play a recorder, a clarinet, a saxophone, a piano, you would be able to play that note longer. So know that later on, when you get a little older and play something different, you can hold that note out, okay? Or if we were to sing it too, right? So I'm going to clap it, and I want you to try clapping too. Now, there is a possibility that my claps aren't matching up with the sound that you're hearing, and that's just part of doing a video. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work out until I upload it for you guys. So hopefully it all matches, but if it doesn't, listen to my counts and go by that, okay? We're starting on a rest, so we need to do this first, right? So make sure when I say go that you're not clapping. That's the tricky thing about this one. When I say go, you need to show your rest first, all right? And for this longer note, remember we're going to go fishing, right? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, okay? Because it gets 3 counts. So let's try all of that. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 2, 3, 4. You should have only clapped 1 time, and then there's a lot of other movements that are happening, right? Good. I hope that's what you did. Let's do it one more time together. And remember too, where should your eyeballs be right now? On the music. So don't look at me. Don't look around my house, right? Look at the music. That's what's going to help you. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. That was really good. So now we have the card that we haven't gotten to yet. We've seen this note before, but we have not clapped it in yet. Ooh, do some of you know what that is? I hope so. I know my piano players know. Maybe some people that play some other instruments, private lessons. But that is a whole note because it takes up the whole measure, right? And a whole note, do you know how long it is? Take a guess. We know that this one was a quarter note and it's worth 1. This is a dotted half note that gets 3. This one looks pretty big. It takes up all the space. So it gets 4 counts, okay? So when we do this one and we're writing it, I'm going to write the number 1 again, like we always do. But then all the other numbers go in parentheses. Because when we're clapping in class, we can't clap all the way to 4. Okay? We can only make our sound last a little bit. So for this one, I call this around the world. We're going to clap on 1, and then our hands go in a circle until we come back to ourselves. And that helps us hold all 4 counts. So here's what that note should look like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Can we do that together? Let's try it. 1, 2, card 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. Now remember, your daily challenge when you come into music is to put those 2 things together. So remember, when I say go, you're going to start with a rest. Then you have a 3 count note and a 4 count note. In both these cards, how many times are we clapping? We're only clapping 2 times. So there's a lot of math going on, a lot of counting, a lot of thinking. Okay, that's great. That's good practice for later on. So let's give this a try. Both cards, please. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. I hope you did good on that one. Let's do it one more time. Fix one thing if you made a mistake. Okay, think about what your one thing is. Fix one thing. Here we go. Last time for today. 1, 2, both cards, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How'd you do? Better this time, I hope. All right. I'm so happy to be able to do something that we would normally do in class anyway. I hope you clapped along, and we will continue to do some more butterfly stuff. I'll do one every week until we're out of school, okay? So I look forward to seeing you here. Keep making music. Thanks, guys.